Hey guys, it's me, Risa. How you doing? I hope you're doing really well. I'm really excited because I'm making this delicious no-bake recipe that's super sweet and yummy that you can keep in your freezer or in your fridge. And I'm excited about it because I've already made it. My husband, my daughter love it. I love it. And I posted it on my group, Weight Watchers Tips and Recipes by Risa. And I asked people to give me a name for it because I just wasn't sure what to name it. So I got lots of responses, and I really appreciate it. So the winner is TERRI Sought, and she came up with Choco Chex PB Delight. Now, Choco, chocolate, Chex for the cereal, and PB for the peanut butter, and it's delightful. As you guys probably have figured out, I do have a sweet tooth. And I like to have things in the house that I know that I've made, that I've controlled what I've put in it, the ingredients. And I like to have it in case of an emergency snack attack. Okay, you know what I'm talking about after dinner and you feel like something, right? So you can have a piece of that. You're going to need a 8x8 pan. If you don't have an 8x8 pan, don't stress. Don't worry, just a small PYREX, and put some parchment paper because it's a little bit gooey. So I'm going to tell you what you're going to need, and then you can bake along with me. All my recipes are written underneath the videos, okay? So the star of the show is the Chex cereal. I love Chex. Zero saturated fats and 2 grams of sugar only. And I eat this all the time. It's so delicious with my yogurt, with milk, just as a snack. You could add some nuts and whatever, some chocolate chips to it. It's fantastic, okay? Chex people, I hope you hear this. Anyways, really love this cereal. 3 cups, 9 smart points. 3 smart points per cup. It's fantastic. And even as a snack, a half a cup is only 1 smart point. I know, really, really good. You're going to need 1 tablespoon of whatever cocoa you have. I like Fry's. I just like the flavor, but you can use No Name or any brand you have. 1 tablespoon is 1 smart point. I'm using Joseph's syrup. If you want to use honey, I tell people this has the consistency and thickness of a honey. So that's why I'm using it, 1/4 of a cup, okay? 1/4 cup. And I'm using 8 tablespoons of PB2. You want to use a cup of real peanut butter. This is only 4 smart points for 8 tablespoons, okay? And then you're going to add water to get the consistency of the peanut butter, okay? I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of my SENSATO sugar-free chocolate chips. Okay, they're SENSATO. Whatever brand you find, you can use, okay? 1 tablespoon. You want to use more? You can use more. Remember, this is only a base, all right? If you want to use even more peanut butter, use more peanut butter. I don't think you need it, but you can. The other star of the show is the Jet Puffed. I always call it marshmallow puff or whatever, but it's marshmallow cream. It's delicious. 1 tablespoon is 1 smart point. We're using 3 tablespoons, okay? 3 tablespoons I've already measured out. Now, I like everything sweet, so I'm using a tablespoon of SWERVE. You can use whatever sugar substitute or none, and I'm going to add that to my peanut butter. With the cocoa, we're going to mix that up, get that nice and gooey, and add it to the microwave with a teaspoon of some pure vanilla because I put vanilla in everything. I just like it. All right, so let's get started. I've measured out 3 cups of my cereal. Easy, right? There we go. Now, here is my peanut butter powder, and we're going to add the tablespoon of the cocoa. Easy. a tablespoon of Swerve because I like it a bit sweet. Remember, the cocoa is a bit bitter, okay? So if you put in whatever sugar substitute, it'll just help with the bitterness of that, okay? And we're going to add the water first before we add the syrup. Oh, and we can add the syrup now. All right, add the syrup. Not the syrup, sorry. The vanilla. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's add, we're going to count about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want you to be able to see 8, 9 tablespoons of water. We're just going to see how that is. It may need more because you don't want it dry. Okay, so I'm adding more, 10, 11. I'm going to see how that is. Nice and chocolatey too. Okay. I'm just mixing that up, people. That's really easy. I might add a little bit more water. So every time I make it, you just never know. So it's getting nice and thick. Okay. I'm just going to add a drop more, just a drop. And then I'm going to add my syrup. And I'm going to see if I have a spatula here. Spatula. That's okay. I'll just scoop it with my spoon so I get all of it. Okay. Simple so far, right? That's what I like. Simple, easy recipes. So we're mixing that all up. Okay. And we're going to just microwave it, and maybe not even for a minute. Every microwave's different, so I always just put it in for about 30 or 40 seconds at a time. So we're just going to stick it in. It's on 45 minutes right now, 45 seconds, not 45 minutes, 45 seconds. Let's see if that's enough. The next thing we're going to do is microwave the marshmallow fluff. I've got it already measured out. I wanted to be organized and not forget anything because you know me, I always forget something. My spatula. Oh, you know what? It looks pretty good. It's about 25 seconds. Just to get it hot, like, you know, it doesn't have to be boiling or bubbly. I'm just going to take my whisk. And while I do that, I'm going to put my marshmallow fluff in. And there's 24 seconds left. So you just have to gauge it yourself. So I'm just going to make sure that all the lumps are out. Okay. And it looks nice and creamy. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do you think that's enough? Okay. So we're going to add this to our cereal. And I'm going to make sure I get all of it. You knew that was going to happen. It never fails. Okay. Bring this over. I want to make sure you see. So I'm taking it and putting all this deliciousness inside the cereal. And that's why you want a spatula to get it all out. And you're just going to mix it and add your marshmallow. I guess if you don't have marshmallow fluff, you could use little baby marshmallows. I've never tried it like that, but you're just mixing this all up like that. It's getting really nice and gooey. And you're just going to make sure it's all covered with the chocolate. I like it in the freezer. My daughter likes it in the fridge. And you're just going to add it on top. And if you want to make a double recipe, you can do that and make it in a huge PYREX. And it would be delicious as a party treat. Okay, so I've just put it in like that. And it needs to harden, obviously. We're going to add our chocolate chips. Just sprinkle that on top. Hope you can see. 1 tablespoon, you get quite a bit of chocolate chips. They're tiny. That's why I like the SENSATOs, that brand. But, you know, don't stress if you don't have that brand. You can use whatever brand you want. That's one smart point. And what I thought I'd do for fun is I have some powder sugar, the SWERVE, and I thought I would just put some in and sprinkle that over to just make it look really pretty. That's optional. Just like that. All right. And there you have it. So let's recap. For the cereal is 9 smart points. For the PB2 is 4 smart points. And for the marshmallow, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 plus 3 is 16. 1 for the cocoa, 17. And 1 for the chocolate chips is 18 smart points. Okay, so however you divide it, this delicious dessert, keep it in your fridge or freezer. I'm going to put it in the freezer first so it gets nice and hard and stays crispy. And dun, da, 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 here they are. So I've cut them out. Like, depends how big you want them, how small you want them. Okay, you can see there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left because we've been eating them. And I had to hide them because I wanted to make this dessert for you guys so that I could show you them and I wouldn't have to make them again, because everybody always wants to see things out of the pan, right? So here they are. They're super delicious. And my daughter won't come in. She's been waiting for them. And I like them from the freezer because I find them crispier. So I hope you love this recipe. Don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends, tell your Weight Watchers peeps, anybody on a health journey. Remember that this is about a lifelong journey, okay? For life, people, we're all lifers. So we need to have things in our life like delicious snacks, okay? That we can have and not feel guilty. So this is guilt-free, 18 smart points if you make it the way I make it, all right? Again, you can, you know, do it how you want to do it. You can add other things. You want to add some nuts to it, or seeds to it, or marshmallows to it. You can do that. All right. So I hope you love it as much as I do. And that's it. Don't forget my Weight Watchers Tips and Recipes group, Facebook group by Risa. Weight Watchers Tips and Recipes by Risa. And tell people to come aboard, all right? Take care. Love you. Bye for now.